This is a battle of free speech is what this becomes. I would think, if you really think about what this is a head of state using the legal system to quiet and silence a individual person who's offering a position that they don't like. I believe that the average everyday citizen, regardless of where you land politically, is probably going to be on the side of Candace Owens, not because of Candace Owens, but because of what she represents. There's an everyday citizen, let's just say bashing, for lack of a better term, a head of state. And the head of state is going to sue you into oblivion to silence you and shut you up because they don't like what you're saying about them. This is a battle of free speech is what this becomes. That's what this actually comes down to in the end of everything, is a battle of free speech. If I didn't know anything, if I didn't know who Candace Owens was, I never heard of her, and I never heard of the Macrons, and I saw this, I would say, as a defender of free speech, I don't like the fact that this is even happening. And if I had to pick a dog in this race, I'm going with the everyday person who's being sued. Because if they win, if the Macrons win this case, okay, all you should think about this, especially those of you who don't like Candace Owens. So if you don't like Candace Owens because you don't like she's conservative, and on top of the fact that she's black, on top of the fact that she's articulate and she's pretty good at making her case, you don't like her for all those reasons. If the Macrons win this case, what do you think that enables Donald Trump to do against some of the people talking about him? The Macrons can shut down Candace Owens. What do you think Donald Trump could do against some people talking about him? So again, all of you need to think about not just the first level consequences of an outcome, but also the second, third, fourth, and fifth level consequences. So again, if you're a defender of free speech, you should be hoping that this case gets thrown out or that Candace Owens wins, even if you don't like Candace Owens. And this is what I'm requiring all of you, is some emotional maturity, especially those of you who don't like Candace Owens, you don't like conservatives, you're hard on the left, is that this is about free speech. It's not about her. It's not about conservatism. It's not about MAGA. It's not about the right versus the left. This is about, do you have the right to say what you want to say against a political entity, and if the political entity doesn't like what you say, so what? That's what free speech is. That's the essence of free speech. And again, regardless of how you feel about Candace Owens, you should care more about free speech than you care about any individual person. And if you don't like an individual person, that does not mean you should ever cheer for the right, for them to be stripped of the right to say what they want to say. That's what free speech is about. That's the essence of free speech, folks. That's the open marketplace of ideas, is that everyone should be allowed to share what they want to say, even if you think they're ridiculous and wrong and stupid and uninformed. Then you engage and y'all have a rational, adult level discussion, and you show them why they're wrong. But don't cheer for anybody to be silenced. You should not cheer for anybody to be silenced in a world where our number one constitutional right is the right to free speech.